This is a Louis G's wrestling take, and today I will share my predictions for Backlash France, which is taking place later today and will be streamed on Peacock via WWE Network at noon Eastern Time. Now, before I get into my predictions, I want to give a quick side note about last night's SmackDown, which also took place in France. Highest grossing SmackDown event in company history. That was according to Corey Graves. And I completely no, this is an example of how these out of United States crowds are when it comes to WWE events. They get absolutely electric that we might not even be seeing as much with the United States events. I mean, we saw that in 2023 with Montreal and Elimination Chamber, Backlash in Puerto Rico, Money in the Bank in London. We're just seeing this recurring trend of these out of United States crowds get absolutely electric. I mean, we have people singing theme songs. We have great reactions during the matches. We've seen a lot of great superstars get over in their home crowds. We've seen, it was funny to see last night Kevin Owens introduce him and Randy Orton while speaking in French because, he's French Canadian. But again, great SmackDown today, great crowd reaction. Let's see if that carries into today with Backlash. Now, getting into my predictions, the first match I want to talk about is the tag team match between the New Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I am giving this win to the New Bloodline. I mean, we need to see how Solo Sikoa develops into his own. I do see potential with him, but he needs to get some wins under his belt. I mean, he's been on that losing streak ever since beating John Cena last year at Crown Jewel. And he's trying to build himself up as the new, temporary tribal chief. Roman Reigns says, "You're the new tribal chief in case I ever go away." And now that Reigns is away, we need to see Solo build into his own as that character. And I think it needs to start with a win over Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, two well-respected veterans of the company. And also, let's not forget, this is Tama Tonga's first televised WWE match. He can't lose this. But I'm going with the Bloodline over the well-respected Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And I hope this match can really help Solo and Tama Tonga be elevated into new heights and sort of develop their own into their own as the Bloodline. Next match tag match I'm talking about is Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I am going with the new tag team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Forgot what they're calling themselves, but I think this would be a great way for Jade Cargill to get some gold on her belt. I think it'd be a great way to see her get more involved. She can help develop her in-ring abilities more, working with one of the best in-ring performers in women's wrestling with Bianca Belair. And, we could possibly see this develop into a boiling point where we might see either Jade turn on Bianca or Bianca turn on Jade. I think it would be interesting to see how either of these two could run as a heel, and we could get a babyface heel feud that could possibly lead into SummerSlam. But I think it needs to start with a match today, and they need to win against the Kabuki Warriors, because I would like to see how these two would run as women's tag team champions. I feel like that division definitely needs a stronger build-up. Next, the other women's match I'm going to talk about is Tiffany Stratton and Naomi challenging Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship in a triple threat match. And I'm seeing Bayley retain the title. I mean, no disrespect to Naomi, who just made a return to WWE and got a win over at WrestleMania over Damage Control. And also, let's not forget Tiffany Stratton, who is definitely becoming over on SmackDown. I mean, we saw her get that in the Women's Royal Rumble match, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Even to yesterday, we saw at the Backlash press conference, the fans chanting, "It's Tiffy time." I definitely see a lot more doors open for Tiffany Stratton, and I think she's definitely going to have a really good 2023, whether that be winning Queen of the Ring or the Women's Money in the Bank, or maybe eventually winning the Women's Royal Rumble in 2025. I could definitely see Tiffany Stratton winning a title in the next year or so, but I don't think she's going to win today. I mean, Bayley just won her match against Io Sky at WrestleMania 1 month ago. She's not going to lose it in her first event on a premium live event, after the story that's been building up with her. So for this match, I am going with Bayley. Next match is for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, which is Damian Priest defending his title against main event Jey Uso. Again, Damian Priest just won the title at WrestleMania. He's the second Puerto Rican champion to hold a WWE World Championship since Pedro Morales. I don't see him dropping the title to Jey Uso, even though he's been getting insanely over, and he's been really entertaining on Monday Night Raw as a main eventer. Some could say that his promos maybe veered off a little bit, since joining Raw. But I think he's still a very high respected performer, a really good talent. But I really don't see him beating Damian Priest. I would like to see Jey win a championship at some point. It could be either the Intercontinental Championship, it could be the United States. But I don't see Jey getting the win here today. I definitely do see Priest retaining. That could be either from Judgment Day interference. That could even be like Logan Paul interference, and we might get a feud between these two. But I don't know how that will work because Logan Paul's on SmackDown. But we'll see where that leads. But for this match, I think it will be Damian Priest retaining. The final match is AJ Styles challenging the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Again, Cody Rhodes just won the championship at WrestleMania. He's not going to drop the title in his first title defense, even though it's against a highly respected veteran of the company, AJ Styles, who, by the way, you're noticing this trend that AJ Styles is the first challenger for a newly crowned WWE champion after WrestleMania. I mean, we saw that in 2016 with Roman Reigns facing him at both Backlash and Extreme Rules. We saw that in 2019 with him facing Seth Rollins for the Undisputed title at Money in the Bank the following month. And we're seeing that again with Cody Rhodes, him facing Rhodes at Backlash for the title. Now, I love the promo the standoff that these two had last night. I mean, we saw Styles reference saying, I did all of this by myself. Him winning the title in 2016 against Dean Ambrose. And we saw that again in 2017 with him winning the title against Brock Lesnar and having that nearly year-long reign. And, him trying to call Cody, you only won because you had some Hall of Famers stick by your side to help you win. But I think the promo was really good, and I liked how they both referenced their respective times in the Bullet Club, with Cody saying it's just too sweet. But I think, again, this will be a really good match, but again, Cody's not going to win. But I still think it will be a good match regardless, and I think it will be a really, really good show in Backlash. It could have topped last year's Backlash. I don't know. I mean, it was a really good event last year, considering that there was no major title defenses. But again, I think this will be a very entertaining show, and I will be looking forward to seeing this on Peacock at noon Eastern Time. This has been a Louis G's Wrestling Take. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you next time.